During protests today, the main road leading to the Rahima Moosa Mother and Child Hospital was completely closed off. The protests sparked by the shooting, remember, of 9 people in the area last week. Residents want an increased police presence as they say a drug war in the area is out of control. Let's go back to Westbury where my colleague and co-anchor Bongani Bingwa is standing by. Bongani.
Hello, Francis. Yes, we're still here. The situation on the ground remains very, very tense. Have been running battles throughout the day. A number of roads have been barricaded. People are not able to drive through certain areas. They've been blocked off. Police are shooting into the crowd, and of course there are stones being thrown even as I stand here. For a few minutes we've been having crowds behind us throw stones at us, but I'm joined now by my colleague Hitekani Makwetsa, who's been here the whole day. And you've seen some pretty extraordinary scenes throughout today, have you not?
Certainly, Bongani. I mean, like I said, the most extraordinary thing we saw today was when children as young as 10, 13 maybe, throwing stones and bottles at police officers, and they were carrying sponge and boards and DSTV satellite dishes as shields because the police officers were, of course, shooting at them back.
All right, I mean, as you can see, in fact, a couple of people behind us, around us, are moving away because once again the action is coming towards us. It's been, they're throwing stones, as you can see. It's just been that kind of day where a lot has been happening. The community are saying here they're feeling provoked quite often. They're saying that quite often they throw these stones and the police are shooting them when they're not doing anything.
Exactly, that's what the community is saying. In fact, while we were there, they pointed us to a certain group that had been sitting. Some of them were sitting and drinking and just watching the action unfold. And they say that group had been shot at and they hadn't done anything to them. But it's been running battles. You don't know who's innocent and who's throwing a stone. And it looks from the police's perspective as if everyone who's in a group such as this one behind us is part of the action and throwing stones. So evidently they've been shooting at the crowd, but the community say it's just a specific crowd that's been violent.
One of the frustrations the community has been expressing is they say the police are not doing enough. The people behind a lot of their concerns, a lot of their grievances, they say are known to police officers, and they've particularly blamed the Sophia Town police station, saying it's corrupt.
Exactly that. We in fact spoke to a community leader and a pastor in the area just a couple of hours ago, and he confirmed that they know the culprits. They know the alleged police officers who are working with the gangsters. In fact, he says the police drop off the hitmen, as it were, who go and shoot at rival gangs. So from their perspective and their outlook is that police officers are heavily involved in this. They're getting paid by the gangs, according to them.
So ultimately what they're really frustrated about are levels of crime. They're saying it's drugs. They're saying it's gangsterism.
Exactly. In fact, Bongani, they want an overhaul of the Sophia Town police station because they say although these social crimes are taking place and social ills are taking place, the core of the rot is what they say is the police station that's supposed to be a solution in the community.
All right, well, as you can see behind us, the situation remains a bit of a standoff between police officers and community members. They move a few inches towards us and the police retaliate and shoot into the crowd, and they move a little back. Even as I stand here, they're still throwing stones in our direction. We're certainly going to be speaking to community leaders here who are saying the voices of the local people have been ignored for a long time. They're saying it's not the first time they've raised these concerns, and they feel that they're now at a point where this is the only way they are going to be heard. As I said a little earlier, we did reach out to various political officials, both in terms of the province and nationally. We know, of course, Deliwe Delange was here a little earlier on meeting the family of the woman who was shot. Really the incident that sparked all of this last week. And we'll continue taking your views on hashtag #FullView on Twitter. We do want you to send us your voice notes. We're asking the question this evening: have coloured communities like this one in Westbury been forgotten? Have they been ignored? Because that's the sentiment that they're expressing this evening, and they're saying they're not backing down. They do want the police minister here. They want the National Police Commissioner to come and address them. They want people from province, and they want people from national leadership to come and address them. But of course, that's not all we're going to bring you this evening on the Full View. We do also have the Minister of Tourism, Derek Honeycomb. He's going to be in the studio with Francis, and also I know that ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe is also going to be joining the show. So stay with us here on the Full View. We'll certainly keep you updated with all that unfolds here this evening. The situation remains tense. It's a standoff between police and community members, and as you heard my colleague Hitakani Makwetze say a little earlier on, even children as young as around the age of 10 have been involved in the stone throwing, and yeah, it remains tense. They've moved off a little bit from where we are right now, but you know, in a few minutes they could be back. We'll certainly keep you updated. You're watching the Full View.
Thank you very